Welcome, Aquarius, to your mid-month love reading for June, July, and thank you so much for tuning into my channel. If this is the first time you've tuned in, these are general readings for love, but I also have monthly readings which I have on my channel as well. So if you're not really interested in love or romance, I do those readings. You can check those out. I've left a link for your sign in this video, so you can check that out if you're interested in that. But if you are into love and relationships, let's get into this month's reading. And I'll tell you what, Aquarius, you've got some beautiful energy here. Your overall energy for the month is strength. Now, this card represents the star sign of Leo. So some of you could be involved in with a significant Leo over the next 4 weeks. Now, this reading also does talk about all your relationships, not just your love relationships. So these are your friends, your family, your work colleagues, but these are, this is very strong energy here in the Leo. This is an enduring partnership, Aquarius. So if you are in a relationship, I'm seeing this as such a strong partnership for you. But if you're not in a relationship, this really is a card that just does talk about exactly what it says, and that is strength. You are really manifesting this on so many levels. You're physically fit, you're mentally fit. It really talks about grace and power. And there's an intense pleasure in being alive for you right now, Aquarius. And you're really enjoying your body and caring for its health and strength and its unique beauty. You know, your strength could also be generated from within here over the next few weeks. And this card talks about just having a fearless heart. You're free of any doubt. You're full of love, whether you're in a relationship or not. And you're feeling really generous and positive towards those people that you are encountering. And it's almost like your courage is shining. You've got this living force within you that's really inspiring your actions over the next 4 weeks. And you know, your ideals, your moral conviction, you've got a deep sense of purpose this over the next 4 weeks. I keep going to say this month, but I do my love readings from mid-June to mid-July, and they often do spread further on down the track than that. But whenever you are seeing this reading, this is significant for you. Now, sometimes the strength card does show up in your life when your life is a little bit fraught with difficulties, and when you're perhaps recovering from an illness or even recovering from some emotional agony here, Aquarius. So when you get this strength card, it is such a great message of hope, and it's sort of talking about that light at the end of the tunnel. So if you're facing the future with some fear, you can really know that things are going to be okay for you here, Aquarius. Now, you know, this really is talking about, it's almost like when the strength card comes in, it's like strength is coming to your aid. You have that little bit of something that is helping you, whether it's an influential or generous friend, or someone whose advice and example sort of empowers you to fight for yourself. Strength just talks about your animal instinct as well as faith and love here. And it can literally signify a very special animal even entering your life to just give you that little bit of love and affection that you need. But I feel like your heart is opening up now for you over the next 4 to 6 weeks, and it's bringing you so much joy and happiness. And if you do have a new pet in your life, that pet is bringing you so much joy and happiness. Now, if you're in a long-term relationship, this talks about a time where there is some sort of mutual reconciliation. If you've been having any issues, you've kind of may have adopted opposing attitudes, like you might be looking at things from different perspectives, and you might even have been locked in a battle that neither of you can win. But it's almost like when the Strength card comes in, you both have been able to find that middle ground and are able to make a compromise where you're both satisfied with the decisions that you've made, or the opinions that you have. And I really see, if you're in a relationship, you are both filled with love for one another now. And it's almost like your struggle was a really positive way of releasing the tension that may have been building up in this relationship. And it's like when the Strength card comes in, there's this newfound peace that your relationship has become more flexible and loving. And if you've just met someone and you're sort of inquiring about them and you're not really sure, you might expect a creative relationship to evolve here. I feel like if you have met someone, the love between you will really deepen with time when you've got this Strength card here. And it's not a relationship that's going to be a fling or a brief affair here. Any relationship that the Strength card talks about will bring you in touch with your animal nature, in a sense, in a positive way. And it's almost like you've got mutual desires and things quite balanced and healthy, and you're finding pleasurable outlets within the structure of that partnership. It's quite a lovely energy here, whether you're in one, whether you're looking for one and you're yet to meet that person, or whether you've just met that person. I'm really liking your energy here, Aquarius. Now, in the Psychic Tarot for the Heart deck, you've got Opportunity Beckons. And this traditionally would be the Four of Cups. Now, all cups are about love and emotion. So I feel that this card is no different. And the Four of Cups is talking about a time in your life when you might be a little bit bored with the situation that you're in, and even a little bit disillusioned. But it's almost like you forget to see the magic of your interactions with others, and you're not investing time and effort to maintain that human loving link, Aquarius. So if you've been looking for a relationship for some time without success, you might become a little bit disillusioned or discouraged, and you're just not believing that a relationship will manifest for you. And this is kind of dampening your enthusiasm in a way, and and because you're doing that, it's almost like you're not providing the energy that you need to draw those relationships to you. So it's now is not the time to become complacent. So if you really have wanted a loving relationship in your life for some time, this is your opportunity to really attain what it is you've been seeking, or to improve what you have. If you're bored in the relationship that you've got here, it just requires vigilance, action, and enthusiasm on your part here. Lift your spirits and look for the opportunity that's going to present itself, and then act on it once it arrives, because that strength card is telling me you've got it in you, Aquarius. You can do this. And I mean, look at the card directly beneath that, the spread your wings card. I mean, this really is a card of freedom and expansion. And I see you absolutely doing this. I see your energies expanding around you. And this is kind of making you feel restless. But this is a good restless. You know what I mean? Your mind and your soul are ready to soar, I'm feeling. But you could be feeling a little bit confined by certain relationships or certain aspects of them. And you could even be confined with your own thoughts and your own ideas about relationship, particularly if you've been feeling bored, or you've kind of resigned yourself to the fact that you're never going to find anyone. You know, that energy of the 4, the opportunity beckons card. You might be feeling, a little bit uncertain about what's going on, but it's the energy of that 2, that spread your wings card. This is traditionally the 2 of Wands, and this talks about multiple pathways that are open for you. You can go down either pathway, and no matter which one you choose, it's going to be the right choice here for you, Aquarius. And it's quite, it's a safe, you might not be feeling really safe and comfortable about this, but this is a good thing, because it's making you want to move. It's going to create that energy in you to make that move. And if you're in a relationship where you don't feel very comfortable or very safe, or your needs aren't being met, this kind of energy in the 2 here, the spread your wings card, is going to allow you to make a move and not be restricted by relationships that don't serve your best interest, or a train of thought that isn't serving your best interest either. I just feel like you really need to be living your life to the fullest here, Aquarius, and do exactly what that card says. Spread your wings. Sometimes you think you have all that you could ever want, and then you realize, no, you know what? I want something else here. Now, maybe a relationship that you're in has grown a little bit too restricting, or it's not exciting enough, or maybe it just doesn't meet your needs, and your needs are evolving and changing. So it's almost asking you, when you get this card, what will it take to allow you to feel unrestrained and joyful? Listen to your heart. Do what you really want, Aquarius. Remember to make any needed changes with love and compassion, though. So, for some of you, and look at your final card there, change your focus. And this is really that card that talks about shifting the way you think. It can be a card about disappointments and loss, but I feel like some disappointments and sadness are inevitable in everyone's life, and it's how you deal with it that determines the quality of your life here. So it may be that you've recently experienced a loss, and perhaps the end of a friendship or even a failed romance. And it could be that your family just isn't providing you the support that you need, or it could even be that you regret decisions that you've made. But any number of situations can be causing you this unhappiness. But when relationships don't turn out the way you expected, it's natural to feel upset and hurt. However, it's not healthy to remain in that state for too long. And when the five, that change your focus card, appears, it's time to put the sorrow behind you and shift your focus to what is good and positive in your life. You know, appreciate the people who love you and your ability to give love to others. You know, pay attention to what actually brings you joy and take charge of your own happiness. This is the key here for you, Aquarius. Focus on what you have and are thankful for, and this is going to attract more of the same. And with that overall energy of the Strength card there, I absolutely see that you are really going to be able to shake any of these feelings of sadness, of boredom, of not being fulfilled, and you are going to do exactly what that 2 card there says, and you are going to spread your wings and soar. It might take a little bit of energy and effort by changing your focus, making some important decisions here, but I feel there is a significant few weeks coming up for you, Aquarius, and that Strength card is going to help you through all of those issues to a wonderful, happy, fulfilling relationship, and certainly a wonderful, happy, fulfilling energy surrounding you, which is going to attract the relationship that you want. So I hope that resonated with you, Aquarius, and I hope that you tune into my channel again. And as I mentioned at the beginning, if you're not really into love and romance, you can check out your monthly reading, and I'll leave that link here for you. So have a great month. Bye, Aquarius.